Did you know that your dog's life could completely change with just 10 simple things you do every day? You've seen it before, the wagging tail when you walk in the door, the way they press against you when you're feeling low. Those little gestures are not random. They are your dog's way of saying, "I love you." But most of us don't realize the full meaning. The truth is, these small daily actions like touch play and routine don't just make your dog happy. Science shows they lower stress, release the bonding hormone oxytocin, and even help you feel calmer too. Today we're going to walk through the 10 things dogs love most, and how each one can transform not only their life, but your bond with them. And if you stay until the end, I'll reveal the most powerful secret for senior dogs, something that can give them not just more years, but better years. So let's begin with the very first thing every dog craves more than anything: your affection and your attention. Affection and attention. It may sound simple, but for your dog, it is the very heartbeat of their happiness. Have you ever noticed how they lean into your hand when you pet them, or how their eyes soften when you scratch behind their ears? That isn't just a habit. It's biology and emotion working together. Scientists have found that when you touch your dog, both of you release oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds a mother with her baby. At the very same time, stress hormones like cortisol drop, which is why you feel calmer and why your dog suddenly seems so at peace in your presence. But here's the part most owners overlook: every dog has its own secret preference. Some melt when you rub their ears, others live for a gentle massage down their back, and some find comfort just by resting a paw against your arm. It's in these little choices that your dog is speaking their love language. And when you learn to notice which kind of touch makes their tail wag, you're not just making them feel good. You're telling them, without words, "You are safe with me." For many people, especially those who are alone or grieving, this daily exchange of affection becomes a lifeline. Imagine an older rescue dog that has never known a gentle hand. The very first time they lean against their new human and close their eyes, that is healing in its purest form. And once you've felt that trust settle in, it's unforgettable. So the question is, how can you deepen that bond even more? Well, there's one way dogs reveal their joy louder than words, and it shows up the moment you pull out a ball or a toy. That's where our next secret begins. Number 2. Playtime. Just saying the word is enough to make a dog's ears perk up. Think about it. The moment you reach for a ball or shake a toy, your dog lights up, as if the whole world just became exciting. But here's the thing. Play is not only fun, it's medicine. It keeps their bodies strong, their mind sharp, and their heart wide open to you. Scientists at the University of Bristol even found that dogs who play often with their owners are far less likely to develop behavior problems. In other words, play doesn't just burn energy, it prevents loneliness, fear, and even destructive habits. What's fascinating is how play changes depending on the dog. A puppy may chase a squeaky toy for hours, while an older dog might only want a gentle tug of war. Some rescues sadly don't even know how to play when they first come home. Imagine that a dog who has never learned joy, and yet the first time you toss a soft ball and they chase it tail wagging for the very first time, it's like watching them come back to life. That moment is pure transformation. Play is also where your dog's trust in you deepens. When you become the source of their fun, you're not just their caretaker, you're their partner in joy. And if you've ever watched a dog bring you back the toy, drop it at your feet, and look up with expectant eyes, you know that what they really want is not the ball. What they want is you. So the next time you play, remember this: it's not about the toy, it's about the bond. And speaking of bonds, nothing excites a dog's senses more than the smell of food waiting in their bowl. Which brings us to the next secret. Number 3. Food. It may seem obvious, but for dogs, it is one of life's greatest joys. Just listen to the sound of kibble hitting the bowl, and suddenly the house fills with excitement. Their tails whip like little propellers, their paws dance, and their eyes lock on you as if to say, "This is the best part of my day." But there's more happening than simple hunger. Dogs have a sense of smell about 40 times stronger than ours. That means every meal isn't just food, it's an orchestra of aromas that sparks happiness deep in their brain. And here's what most people miss. Food is not only about filling their belly, it's about building trust. Every time you prepare their meal, you're reminding them that you provide you care, and you'll always be there. That's why dogs get so excited when they see you open a bag of food or chop up a piece of apple. It's not just the food, it's the ritual, the comfort, the promise. Healthy treats can make this even more powerful. A crunchy carrot stick, a slice of apple, or a puzzle feeder that makes them work for their reward can turn a routine snack into a moment of joy and stimulation. For senior dogs especially, those who can't walk much anymore, mealtime becomes a celebration, a spark of excitement in their day. And for rescue dogs who have known hunger, the gift of reliable food is the first sign they are truly home. So the next time you see that tail wagging as you scoop their dinner, remember, you're not just feeding their body, you're feeding their trust. And that trust grows even stronger the moment you clip on the leash and open the door to the outside world. Because what comes next is freedom discovery and pure adventure. Number 4. Walks and exploration. If there is one word that can make a dog's whole body come alive, it's walk. The moment you touch the leash, their paws tap, their ears perk, and their nose is already ready for the world outside. But here's the truth. A walk isn't just exercise. For a dog, it's a journey of discovery, a chance to read the world through sense, the way we read books. Every blade of grass, every lamppost, every breeze carries a story only they can smell. Science tells us that daily walks are not just good for their muscles and heart, they also keep their mind sharp and their emotions balanced. Dogs that explore regularly are less anxious, less destructive, and far more content. For older owners, walks can also become a shared therapy. Steady steps, fresh air, and the comfort of knowing your best friend is right beside you. And for a rescue dog who has lived behind fences or cages, the first free walk is nothing short of a miracle. Imagine what it feels like to see the world open up for the very first time. But here's where the bond deepens. Dogs don't just want the path, they want your presence. They glance back at you, constantly checking, asking without words, "Are we still together? Are we safe?" And when you smile, when you encourage, when you simply walk on, that is their reassurance. So remember this, a walk isn't about distance, it's about connection. Even the shortest stroll can mean the world when your dog feels the adventure with you. And after the adventure ends, what they want most is not the scenery, it's the company. Which brings us to the next secret, the power of companionship. Number 5. Companionship. If there's one thing a dog craves even more than food or walks, it's simply being with you. Have you ever noticed how your dog follows you from room to room, even if you're just getting up to grab a glass of water? That shadow at your heels is not neediness, it's devotion. Dogs are pack animals at their core, and in their mind you are the pack. Your presence is their safety, their comfort, their happiness. Science confirms it too. Regular social contact lowers stress hormones in both humans and dogs, and increases oxytocin, the chemical of trust and bonding. That's why so many people say their dogs healed them in times of grief or loneliness. A widow sitting quietly with her poodle in her lap, A veteran whose rescue dog lays across his chest at night, these moments are not small. They are lifelines. To the dog, your company is proof that they are not alone. To you, their silent presence is sometimes the only comfort that makes the world feel bearable again. And companionship doesn't stop at humans. Many dogs thrive when they share a home with another pet, forming bonds that ease anxiety and bring playful joy. Watching two animals curl up together or chase each other through the yard is proof that connection heals no matter the species. So the next time your dog curls beside you on the couch or rests their head on your knee, remember what they're asking for isn't anything more than your time. To them, your presence is the greatest gift. But companionship becomes even stronger when it is wrapped in something else. Dogs secretly love the safety of routine. Number 6. Routine. At first glance, it might sound boring, but for your dog, it is one of the greatest comforts in life. Dogs may look spontaneous when they chase their tail or bark at the mailman, but underneath all that energy, they love predictability. Have you noticed how your dog seems to know exactly when it's mealtime or when it's time for their evening walk? That's not magic. It's trust built on routine. Science shows that dogs who live with a consistent daily rhythm are calmer, less anxious, and more secure. For a rescue dog, stepping into their first forever home routine can mean the difference between fear and peace. A regular feeding schedule, a predictable walk, even knowing when you'll be home from work, these patterns tell your dog, "I can rely on you, the world is safe." And in that safety, their nervous system relaxes, their behavior stabilizes, and their bond with you grows deeper. But here's the part many people overlook. Routine doesn't take away joy. It builds anticipation. That moment before the leash is clipped or the sound of food being poured is pure happiness for your dog, because they know what comes next. In their eyes, life isn't dull when it's predictable. It's exciting because it's reliable. For older dogs, a steady routine can also ease the confusion of aging, much like a guiding hand through the fog of memory. And for you, it creates harmony in your home, making every interaction smoother and more connected. So think of routine not as repetition, but as love written into time. And when a good routine is in place, there's one thing every dog can fully enjoy to the fullest rest. Which brings us to the next secret, the healing power of sleep. Number 7. Sleep. It might look like laziness when your dog spends half the day curled up, but in truth, sleep is one of the most powerful tools for their health and happiness. A healthy adult dog can sleep 12 to 14 hours a day, and puppies or seniors may need even more. That's because during sleep, their body repairs, muscles strengthens the immune system, and processes the experiences of the day. Without enough rest, even the sweetest dog can become irritable, anxious, or more prone to illness. Think of your dog's sleep as their reset button. When they curl into a tight ball or sprawl across the couch, they're not just recharging energy, they're restoring balance. For an older dog like that, 22-year-old Chihuahua being wheeled around in a pram, quality rest can be the difference between a weary body and one still able to savor gentle walks and mealtime excitement. For rescue dogs, deep, peaceful sleep in a safe home may be the very first time their body feels completely at ease. But here's what makes sleep truly remarkable. It's not only about duration, it's about environment. A quiet, comfortable bed in a familiar spot tells your dog you are safe enough to let go. That kind of trust, the willingness to be vulnerable, is one of the deepest bonds you can ever share. So the next time your dog sighs deeply and drifts off beside you, realize this: in that simple moment of rest, they are entrusting you with their whole world. And if sleep restores the body, there's another secret that restores the mind training and mental challenges. That's where the next chapter of their joy begins. Number 8. Training and mental challenges. To your dog, these aren't chores or commands. They're puzzles, games, and above all, a way of connecting with you. Have you ever taught your dog a new trick and noticed how their tail wags with pride? How their eyes lock onto yours, as if waiting for the next cue? That's not just obedience, that's joy. Dogs are intelligent animals, and just like us, they need their minds stretched and their curiosity fed. Research shows that dogs who receive regular training are not only more obedient, they're also calmer, less anxious, and less likely to develop behavior problems. Training keeps their brain active, sharpens their focus, and creates a rhythm of achievement. Even simple activities like learning to sit patiently, finding a hidden treat, or solving a food puzzle trigger a burst of satisfaction in their brain. To them, it feels like victory. But here's where it becomes something more. Training is a conversation without words. Every time you guide them, reward them, or celebrate their success, you're saying, "I see you, I believe in you, I want to grow with you." For service dogs, training can be life-changing, allowing them to build an unshakable trust with the people they support. For an anxious rescue, mastering a simple command might be the very first step toward confidence and security. The beauty of training is that it's never really finished. There's always a new trick, a new challenge, a new way to say we're learning together. And once a dog feels this partnership, they begin to seek connection, not only with you, but with others. Which leads us to the next secret one that can spark joy and heal loneliness: the company of other animals. Number 9. The company of other animals. For many dogs, joy doesn't stop at their bond with you. It extends to the friendships they form with other creatures, big or small. Have you ever seen your dog's whole body wiggle when they meet another friendly dog at the park? Or how their curiosity sparks when they encounter a calm cat, a rabbit, or even a horse? These encounters aren't just play. They're vital lessons in trust, patience, and social connection. Studies show that dogs who socialize with other animals are more adaptable, less anxious, and far less prone to aggression. Early exposure teaches them how to read signals, respect boundaries, and embrace new experiences without fear. But here's what makes it magical: when two animals connect, they communicate in a way we can never fully understand. A gentle sniff, a shared nap in the sun, a playful chase. These are conversations without words, woven out of instinct and companionship. And for dogs recovering from grief or loneliness, this bond can be healing. Imagine a Labradoodle puppy arriving in a home where a beloved 12-year-old dog has just passed away. At first, the house feels empty, the silence too heavy. But as the puppy begins to play stumble and seek comfort, something shifts. The sorrow doesn't disappear, but it softens, replaced by new laughter and new memories. The company of other animals shows dogs that the world is bigger, richer, and more forgiving than they may have known. And for you, watching those friendships bloom is a reminder that healing often comes from connection. Yet even in the happiest pack, there is one gift only you can give: a gift of touch that goes deeper than comfort. That gift is the power of massage. Number 10. Massage. Just like people, dogs carry tension in their bodies, and they feel the weight of age in their joints. But here's the surprising truth: your hands can do more than comfort. They can heal. When you gently run your fingers along your dog's back or circle around their shoulders, something profound happens. Their breathing slows, their eyes soften, and their body melts into yours, as if they're finally letting go of every worry. Science confirms what we see. With our eyes, regular massage reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, improves circulation, and even helps manage chronic pain. For older dogs struggling with stiff hips or arthritis, those few minutes of touch can mean the difference between restless discomfort and peaceful rest. And it's not just physical. Massage deepens the bond, giving you a way to scan their body, noticing any lumps or sore spots early, often before illness takes hold. But perhaps the most moving part of massage is what it says without words. To your dog, it means I care enough to pause. I care enough to notice. For a senior dog, a gentle rub along tired muscles can feel like a promise that you'll stay, that they're not facing age alone. And for a rescue, still learning trust, massage can be the moment they realize touch is safe, that your hands will never hurt them. Think about it. Food excites them. Walks thrill them. Play sparks joy. But massage? Massage whispers love into their very bones. It tells them they are cherished. And when you've given that gift, you've done more than comfort their body. You've transformed their spirit. Now that we've uncovered all 10 secrets, there's one final truth we need to circle back to, the promise I made at the beginning, the powerful secret that matters most for senior dogs, and for the bond that lasts a lifetime. The final secret. From the very start, I promised you something powerful, something that matters most when your dog is older, or when your bond has been tested by time. And here it is. The greatest gift you can give your dog is not toys or food or even long walks. It's the combination of presence, routine, affection, and gentle care that carries them through every stage of life. Think about it. Every tip we've explored, from affection to play, from food to massage, comes down to one truth. What your dog loves most is not the thing itself, but the feeling behind it. The pat on the head means you're safe with me. The game of fetch means I share my joy with you. The walk means we face the world together. And the massage says, I will comfort you when you hurt. These daily rituals build the story of your life together, page by page, until one day you realize your dog has written their love into every glance, every wag, every sigh. For senior dogs, this truth becomes even clearer. A predictable routine, a soft bed, a gentle massage, and your steady presence can give them not just more years, but better years. Imagine your aging companion who once raced through the yard, now moving slower, sleeping longer, leaning on you a little more. In those moments, it isn't about what they can do, it's about what you can give. And the gift is simple: peace, comfort, and love they can trust, until the very end. But here's where the story loops back to you. Dogs may not live as long as we wish, but in the time they do have, they give us everything: loyalty, laughter, healing, even strength in our darkest moments. And in return, all they ask is that we notice that we care, and that we give them the simple things that make their lives full. So now, I'll ask you, which of these 10 simple things does your dog love the most? Is it the daily walk, the evening cuddle, the silly game of tug-of-war? Share it in the comments below, because your story may help another dog parent see just how much the little things matter. And if this video touched you, subscribe and stay with me, because in the next one we'll uncover 7 surprising ways dogs show love that you probably never noticed. Your dog may never say, "I love you," with words, but every wag, every gaze, every moment of trust is their way of writing it across your heart. The question is, will you write it back?